to open up my website and show my classmates everything.
You might have to just say it like 12 minutes if you want to.
All right, guys, ready?
Yep, we're good.
Okay. All right, so you guys can read through the external genitalia and figure that out. I want to talk about spermatogenesis because it tends to be a little bit more complicated, right? The anatomy is pretty straightforward. The big thing is think about the testes because they're external. It's about temperature control. Sperm are incredibly susceptible to temperature changes, not just pH changes. So that cremastric muscle is going to help with that 3-degree difference on keeping sperm alive. In fact, some men who have low sperm counts, one of the very first things we're asking them is what kind of underwear do you wear?
Tidy whities.
Because briefs hold the testicles much closer to the body and keep them warmer. So often we're suggesting that men wear boxers to help lower the testes above the body to help with that temperature variant. It's like that's a pretty inexpensive way to try to deal with something, right? Okay. So, do you guys remember mitosis? Okay. So, when we went through mitosis, I'm moving this way. I shouldn't be moving so much with this one. Is it harder?
I can move. It's fine.
Because you know me, I don't stand still.
No.
I just don't.
I had no idea.
Okay. So, mitosis, if you remember, we start with a single cell. How many chromosomes?
26.
Thank you, 46. Okay, and as a result, how many cells do we get? Daughter cells? 2. How many chromosomes?
46.
Only in the sex cells,
Oh, yeah.
right? If I have a brain cell, I probably still want all 46. You know, I'm just saying. Let's keep going all 46. Okay. All right. Okay. When we are talking meiosis, okay, so we start out with a stem cell. Bless you. Do y'all remember stem cells?
Mm.
Yes? Okay. So when we're looking at the stem cell in the testes, as it divides, the stem cell, one stem cell remains. Because that is the foundation for all sperm production. It all comes from the stem cell. And because males produce millions of sperm every day, if we don't keep up stem cell populations, that ability to produce sperm for the rest of the life, if everything's working well, just depleted.
Oscar.
Okay.
Sorry.
Okay. Making sense? Okay. So this one has 46, as does this. Okay, so far so good? All right. Why would we still want 46? Because we haven't divided yet and we still need 46, right? If we divide now and then we go through division again, we're not going to end up with the right number. Okay. So this cell ends up moving into meiosis 1 and meiosis 2. Okay. So in meiosis 1, that split ends up with 56. And meiosis 2, we do a second split so that we now have 23 chromosomes in each sperm. So in male meiosis, known as spermatogenesis, sounds like a Star Wars thing. Spermatogenesis 1, right? These, in fact, are 4 viable sperm. Each one with half the genetic material necessary to make a baby. So that's a pretty pretty efficient system where we started with the first part, the first stem cell. So we've gone through a division here where we get to keep stem cell populations going. And now we have the one that is not maintaining, this is actually now pushed into the seminiferous tubules so it can start doing its thing. Does that make sense? Okay. So as it gets there, it's going to split. And this is meiosis one. We still, so meiosis one. Now we have two identical cells in meiosis two. We end up with one stem, we started from one stem cell, we maintained stem cells, and we end up with 4 viable gametes. So it's a 1-to-4 ratio, plus maintaining stem cell population. Pretty impressive, especially if we're going to be making millions of sperm a day. This is a highly efficient system that also maintains that stem cell population. Does that make sense? That little drawing right there just took care of 3 pages. Okay. So the big thing out of this, meiosis is 2 phases. We end up with 4 viable cells, 4 viable sperm. So a 1-to-4 ratio is really awesome. Okay? Yes? No? Yes?
Yes.
All right. So, getting back over here to the lecture. When you're looking at the sperm, the head of the sperm is the thing that actually contains the DNA. And it has a structure over it known as an acrosome. That acrosome, remember when we were talking about the female egg and it takes a whole bunch of sperm because of enzymes? The acrosome is the one that actually, as it's trying to penetrate the female egg, that acrosome breaks down, releases the enzyme to help penetrate the egg. So the acrosome, if males don't have enough acrosome head or enough of the enzymes, they are extremely unlikely to be able to penetrate the egg. That's a critical structure. Mid-piece, surprise, surprise, swimming requires a lot of energy, you've got a long way to go. So the mid-piece is going to have a lot of mitochondria because the energy requirement is huge. So if you have a high energy output, you have to have structures available to make that energy keep it going. And remember, cellular respiration, how many ATP would it get?
Very good.
And what are the sperm swimming in?
Sugar.
Sugar. Right? Okay. And of course the tail. Now, testicular cancer, a lot of people are like, okay, yeah, I've heard of that, but I don't really know a lot about it. So what's happening at about 15? Puberty. Onslaught of hormones. Sperm production goes from nothing to let's get on crack immediately. In essence, right? You don't feed your teenage boys crack. I'm not saying that. But it goes from 0 to 5,000 miles an hour in a very short amount of time. So can you see the possibility of this onslaught of hormones in this amazing ramp up of production that we can actually get cells that start growing without purpose? That's cancer. Cell proliferation without purpose. So the rate of testicular cancer is highest in males 15 to 24. So as a medical institution, we are much better at teaching girls breast self-exam than we are males testicular self-exam.
Usually because we're trying to keep them with their hands off.
Well, from a pure anatomy and physiology perspective, so I'm going to disregard the psych, I'm going to disregard the other components, whatever the culture reality is we all touch our bodies. That we all are at an explorative level at some point. We are exploring our own sexuality, we're exploring our own body, we're understanding our processes and our whatevers. And it's a pathophysiological fact that testicular cancer is highest as this whole system is moving into high gear. So much like a breast self exam, what are we looking for? Lumps, sorenesses, changes, etc. When I ask my patients, especially when I'm talking to young males, but pretty much all of my patients, I ask them, is this new? Is this different? Or is this worrisome? Is it new? Is it different? Or is it worrisome? And if the answer is yes, 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 any combination thereof, then it might be worth investigating. And remember, we're investigative reporters. What's the only treatment is to remove the affected testicle or testicles. Now we've lost testosterone production. We start seeing changes in male body composition because remember, testosterone is the secondary sex characteristics hormone, and the adrenal glands don't make enough to maintain sex characteristics. So I get your point about, all that other stuff, but that is actually part of normal maturation. From a AMP pathophys perspective. Right. Does that make sense?